everyone, this is Greyshot17
And Greyshot151 here.
and we're doing a TV show review of A Series of Unfortunate Events Season 2 on Netflix. So, Season 1 we really enjoyed. We thought it was one of the better...
What did we give it?
I think we gave... I don't think we actually gave a review for... Did we? I don't think we did.
Yeah.
But in any case, we really enjoyed it, though, last year, and it was one of our top TV shows. You probably see on the list over there somewhere on it. But it was definitely one of our top TV shows for just its environment, its storytelling, its characters, its main villain. Like,
I probably would have gave it like a 7, probably.
I mean, to be fair, it was number 7.
On the list, what was underneath of it?
Punisher, Orville, and Castlevania.
Yeah. Castlevania was below it?
Yeah.
Boy, we screwed up there. In any case, guys, on our list of, in regards to this season, we have the returning Baudelaires and their continued adventures trying to figure out who, well, I guess they know who burned down their house. But
Well, no, we still don't know. Like, they haven't shown it. Like, they keep hinting that's Count Olaf, but I'm still on the idea that they're messing with it. There's some other force there. There's someone doing it. He's a person that's definitely the main villain, but I don't think he's the only villain. Like, the main guy.
Oh, yeah. Well, they do introduce a new villain in regards to a female person. A female new member of the group. But in any case, the series involves them trying to figure out
I'm
the
going to put a
mysteries.
spoiler warning over that real quick, because goddamn.
Okay. In any case, in regards to the season itself, they come back, go through many two-parter episodes trying to figure out situations.
They cover 5 different books, each 2 episodes each. So
yeah,
again, you go
some new
through a
characters
lot.
show up, some good, some bad. There, you don't have to spoil that.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I wouldn't say this is as good as the first season.
No, I would also say that because the first season, what really stuck it
probably
apart
like a 7
was
or an 8.
The reason why I brought it up was because of the fact that it has a great through line through it, and also the ending punches you in the gut. Like, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be very bad. I'm like, yeah, of course, it's gonna be very bad because they keep saying that, but it's also it has a darker environment, but it's also very joyous, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And while the villains are they are evil, they are still very fun to watch. Like Count Olaf, portrayed by Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh, he's the best actor on the show.
He steals the spotlight almost every single time. He's wicked, he's evil, but goddamn, he is a terrible actor that wants all the attention on him.
The only
and
person
it's
I would
great.
say that compares to him is Lemony Snicket as Warburton, because how he just comes in and just screws with the audience is both dark and comical and sad at the same time.
Violent Claws are very good, and they also poke jokes at not only themselves, the series itself, and also their previous careers.
Yep.
So like they make fun of the fact that their infant sibling is also
he's now a toddler.
Yeah, he's grown up because again, just because of the fact of Sonny is between times of filming that the child has gotten bigger.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. In regards to in regards to the actual characters, pretty well. But I will say the first 6, probably first half of this season, and maybe that's Netflix in general, super slow. In regards to not only slow, but it's kind of, oh god, I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And really, the second half does something different. And in regards to different,
I would so here's my response. I would say the fact that the first 2 books, so the first 4 episodes, they go into a similar routine that was in the previous season. So
Drags.
if you like that type of environment, you're going to enjoy it. But if you're looking for something new, it doesn't necessarily have that. And that secondary plot line that was in the previous one with Will Arnett, that had its that ran its course. So in this case, they do bring up some new characters. But that being said, they are not necessarily as interesting, nor is that through line as concentrated as it previously was.
There is one person that just showed up.
There is. I know who you're talking about. But that being said, just like this, when it starts getting, I would say when it starts getting really interesting, part of that, like the third grouping of episodes, that's the 3rd book.
Probably towards the very end of that, because my other main problem with this is I understand this world is supposed to be stupid in regards to the world, but dear God, like, how? Like, there is only so far I could take them being right every
Arthur Poe,
single time.
aka being played by Todd Freeman's character being like, oh, that's ridiculous. That would be the 6th time that person has, been in makeup. And that's just not possible. It's like,
really? It's like, I wish there was a limit to how absurd this got, because it keeps pushing that boundary, and I keep just being like, are you okay? Because some moments kind of work.
Yeah.
But others, I just am like there are some good jokes. Like there's a moment where there's like,
there are people making fun of themselves, and it's like, you're normal, actually. I don't see what's wrong with you. You're not weird.
Like there's a guy, can I say, like the guy with the hand?
Oh, yeah.
There's a guy that's ambidextrous, so he can use both of his hands.
And then you know what I love about that? He's Firestorm from The Flash.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, which I'm like, I know this guy from somewhere. I'm like, oh, that's awesome.
My point is, there are some good jokes in regards to, like, there's a henchman with 2 hooks, which, by the way, is the best henchman.
I love him. He's
best
great.
henchman.
Yes.
He's like, get back to work, you freak, and then he's like, he goes to fight. And he's fighting a guy with ambidextrous with 2 claws, and they're just wrestling back and like that kind of absurdity kind of works. The absurdity that I hate is the part where Count Olaf isn't recognized. Like, for the love of God's sake, they've been right 5 times.
Yeah.
How many more? And then they get then there's things that happen, which I almost spoiled it, but I didn't. And it's just like, dear God, just stop it.
Yeah.
I understand you're supposed to be stupid, but there is a limit
to stupidity.
Yeah, there is a limit to this. Come on.
Yeah.
And that's my biggest drawback is regards to, it's kind of repetitive in the first half, and I mean like the first 6 episodes.
Yeah.
And it doesn't show anything different to the second half, and by then you're kind of already annoyed by how stupid people are that you're like, honestly, I just wish the kids murdered everyone. I really do. Like, everyone's so stupid.
Like, they literally tied them upside down like, you idiots, you stupid idiots. Like, listen to what I have to say.
It's like if this world was written by children and they're the adults, and I wish they would just smack every person in the face and be like, rip off, like, shoot Olaf dead. Yeah. Rip off, like, ta-da, we just killed Olaf, you're welcome. Yeah. And then and then they could go searching, and but here's the thing. Alone.
It's a perfect it's actually a really good metaphor for actually real life.
Oh, yeah.
Because they bring people down in stupidity for this. But you see this in real life where people believe, like,
stupid things,
and they truly, honestly believe in it, and will go full hard even when they're wrong.
Yep.
So I can see what they're trying to do. It can be annoying, but I understand where they're coming from this.
It kind of grated me the wrong way, especially the first half. And the last 2 books actually I felt far more engaging because they were more unique in their story structure.
The middle one, I would also say I enjoyed. It had some issues.
The middle one again was different, and
I didn't like the town, but I like, again, Nathan Fillion's character and everything else that popped up.
Yep. Or the other character that came to assist. Yes. She was also pretty good too. But
we're being very vague.
Yeah, for purposeful reasons. But overall, in regards to the season, just to keep it relatively short, I'd probably give this a 6. It takes a few steps back from the first season because it repeats a few things. Doesn't do anything new until well beyond, and yeah, that's going to be a problem. And fun fact, that's going to be a problem for another series we're going to be reviewing soon.
Yeah.
But the other problem is there's just a lot of characters that go beyond the level of stupidity required of the show, and
that can be annoying, but I didn't feel like that bugged me the first 2. And then once we got into the 3rd book,
it bugged me by the 2nd.
Oh,
the
wait, no.
One bugged me.
Yeah, I would probably the second book actually. No, it's the rich, right? The nice mansion type area.
Yep.
I actually by then I did enjoy it. Like I started okay, I could believe this, especially because when you flip it and there's some twists and turns that do occur, you understand what's going on. It's like, okay, I like how they played that. That's really smart.
This is true. Again, I just had by the 2nd I was just like, oh my God, stop it. So I would give it a 6. What would you give it?
I mean, I could definitely see the flaws, but the atmosphere is really good. All the acting is great.
Set design's great.
Goddamn Count Olaf, Neil Patrick Harris. I could watch a show based on him and his cronies. Like, seriously, do a side plot with him and just him on day-to-day stuff, and that's all I want. That's all I want. Just his misadventures. That being said, the kids are fine. I will say they're not generic, but they don't get a lot to do. They're very, like, smart, and they're very on point, but I just wish I got more. You get that toward the end, and like I said, the first few episodes is a bit of a, like, slow. It's you have to get through it to get to the good stuff, And it's not saying there isn't good stuff in there. It's just not as good as the final group. And like I said, the main, there's not a big emotional punch in this. They try, but it's just not there. But that being said, I would probably give it a 7, honestly. I personally liked it more, especially because I like the villain so much, and I like that core group so much, that I could rate it higher. But that being said, I definitely could see where if you didn't like that, you could bring it down slightly. But in any case, guys, that's going to be it for a series of unfortunate events, unless you have something to spoil.
Nope. I got nothing.
Probably, again, Nathan Fillion as, was it Jacques Snicket?
Yeah.
He was great. But the problem is he's in half of it, and then he dies. And I'm like, God damn it. You have Nathan Fillion, and you use him for half the time. That's like, he was pretty much on point as with Willow Arnett. Being like, he had just as much charisma and everything going through.
And then he gets killed.
And then he's killed, and you don't see him get killed. He's just killed. I'm just like, yeah, there's some things I have problems with. But that being said, when the kids are on the run, and they have to, again, start not going through the same routine, I enjoy that more because, again, they had to get creative in how they do stuff, and that I enjoyed.
Yep.
But in any case, that's going to be it. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. It's been Greyshot17.
And 151.
And we'll see you all next time.
Later, guys.
Hello everyone, and before I go, I want to give a special shout out to a few more Patreon supporters. Vorn, Leo, Joey, Delta, Ace, Nick, Tim, and Lobo. Thank you guys so much for your awesome support. You guys rock. It's been Greyshot17, and I'll see you next time.